You know, I said it in 1989, and I'll say it again from wherever I am now. It should be clear from recent events that America's enemy is not the communists over there, but those deranged right-wing lunatics right here. People got really upset about that one. They always do when you shine a light on the homegrown insanity, but I wasn't talking out of turn. I was playing the role every artist should play in society. Truth-teller, irritant, cultural critic. Not just making noise, but forcing you to hear something you'd rather not. See, back in my time, we were watching the Cold War fade into its twilight. The Iron Curtain was rusting. Communism? It wasn't doing great. But while the headlines were still yelling about the Red Menace, the real danger was slinking around in American suburbia, wrapped in the flag, quoting the Bible, and burning books they didn't understand. McCarthyism didn't die. It just got new haircuts and AM radio talk shows. People were paranoid about enemies across oceans while ignoring the fundamentalists, demagogues, and censorship freaks poisoning their own backyard. These weren't just political nuisances. They were anti-thought, anti-art, and anti-human. They hated dissent, they hated complexity, they hated fun. And they still do. You want to know why what I said back then still hits hard today? Because we never flushed the system. We let fear drive policy, we turned outrage into an economy, and now we've got an entire infotainment industrial complex that feeds off division like it's pizza and beer. Today, it's the same grift. Only now it's turbocharged by social media algorithms, cable news shoutfests, and political cosplay masquerading as governance. We've got guys in office who think empathy is weakness, books are dangerous, and the biggest threat to the country is a drag show at a library. Meanwhile, the ice caps are melting, the billionaires are building bunkers, and people can't afford insulin. You call that freedom? You call that progress? The real enemy isn't a foreign ideology, it's domestic apathy, ignorance, and tribalism. It's the cult of conformity disguised as patriotism. It's every politician who punches down, every preacher who sells fear, every corporation that monetizes division. And the saddest part? People let it happen. Because they're scared. Scared of change, scared of the other, scared of losing what little security they have left in a system designed to keep them too distracted to notice the boot on their neck. So let me leave you with this. Think. Seriously, think for yourself. Don't outsource your outrage or your values. Don't accept slogans in place of ideas. Don't let the loudest voices drown out the most thoughtful ones. And don't ever, ever confuse cynicism with intelligence. You're not clever because you gave up. You're just letting the bastards win. Support art. Question power. Laugh often. Speak plainly. Read deeply. And above all else, remember that a country that eats its thinkers and worships its grifters will never evolve. It'll only decay, faster and flashier. If you're looking for the enemy, don't look to Moscow or Beijing. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I feeding the machine or am I jamming its gears? That's the real revolution, always has been. Frank Zappa, out.